Okay, found the problem. Here we have some brushes, and one of them is stuck. That's why we're not getting voltage. Everything in there looks alright. Yeah. It's been sitting in a shipping container which rains inside of it. So, let's see if I can find any more brushes. I think that's the only set. It might, I think that's an AVR, sorry, automatic voltage regulator. Or, that is part of the, this is actually a giant alternator for anyone who wants to know. Does it actually have, yeah, this is 2 sets of windings. So there's a 12 volt generator in there somewhere, which makes the initial current to start up the, kind of, the exciter, what's it? It's like a car alternator, just big. There's its little cylinder engine with a very, very, very rusty flywheel. Even though this thing's brand new, it's been sitting in, like I said, it's been sitting in a shipping container where it's very humid and it rains, so this thing here has just been subjected to that. I think it's a metal housing, or is it plastic? Yeah, it's got hot. It's not hot, but it's barely warm. So, yeah. I'll take that out, give it a clean, sand it down, put it back in. Should work fine. Okay, so I've literally just whacked that back in. Nothing's rubbing or touching, it's all plugged in. Should work now when I try and start it up. Now, I was having one with the fuel leaking out, so I drained it, but there's still some in the bowl. So, we'll just start her up, and we should. A little gauge move. Oh, come on. This thing likes choke. Hey! We have voltage! Turn the brake off. Everything. I ain't doing nothing. Ah, okay. You didn't like that. I'll try something smaller. That's out of a 6 kilowatt air conditioner, so. Arse. Try something smaller. This compressor. This is a little itty bitty compressor. Oh, that's on. Is it working? Yeah! There we go. Give it a shot. Running out of petrol. And there we go, it's dropping now. Just connected up to this little compressor. It didn't like Brian to run that, so all I have to do now is finish fixing that fuel tank. Sweet! And there's that little brush. I have to put this end back together too. I'm guessing that there spins while the engine's turning. Oh! Sorry, I just lost my grip and fell over. Let me just see. Yeah, it does. Cool. Okay. At first I thought there was actually a snapped stud on this, but it turns out it's actually quite a clever way what they've done with this. So you don't try and push the brushes on while they're trying to push down, which would snap your brushes or damage them. Oh, I've got a spider here. No, it's not, it's actually a fly. Anyway, instead what they do, you have one side, you slip it on an angle, you twist it around so it actually pushes the brushes onto the commutator thingy, the contacts, rather than, well, rather than you actually sliding it across it, which would damage them. Then you just whack in the bolt. Sweet. Just got to put this in. Back on. You can see all the corrosion, it's all aluminium oxide. It's been sitting in a shipping container that rains. Brilliant. So, and have to say I'll get this boot thing back on, push all the wiring back in, and I'll put the end cap cover thingy back on. Right. But you know what? For free, practically brand new generator. I'm happy as a pig in shit right now. I was going to use both hands to put that back on. Another thing I've been told about, which I thought I'd investigate, was that there was no bolts holding the engine on, and they've been wrapped in tape. When actually looking at it, it's designed to be that these rubber pieces are glued or bonded to these steel pieces which stop vibrations. But what's happened is, at one stage in this thing's life, it's been dropped and pulled the engine away from its mount, so it wobbled around. But doesn't really stop it from working. Let's have it running. This thing likes to choke. Nice low idle. So this is broken. Oh, what can you do, eh? Actually, that's horrible. I like it better without it. That's because I tripped that. I tripped it. It does work. As I have a wire for it. Battery charger. Well, I can just say this. I am extremely fucking happy. I fixed the, I tried to put that thing back on and I snapped another layer of threads off, made it a little bit shorter. So I couldn't use that or this. But I actually found another M10 bolt, which happens to be one of the ones as a locking nut for your bike wheel. One of them, and they are, as you can see, thinner. So using one of them and an O-ring, because this thing here is very, very thick, I managed to pinch it in there, and it's working perfect. No leaks at all. It's got a sediment bowl on it. I'll have to sort something out though. To get that to go in, ended up using the air drill, drilling the old one out, and using the blade of my knife, just to go around and pull out all the old bits. I managed to get the top 3 or 4 layers of threads clear. I screwed that in, and the brake was kind of, I don't know if you can see, but basically was like a rotation of the thread was missing. It wasn't flat, there was a step. You can kind of see there's a step in it. And when I screwed that in, that caught the rest of the material in the threads. It screwed it all out. But unfortunately, it's pushed it into the tank. And also, there was a plastic fuel strainer thing, like a mesh screen, and fuel goes through, and I pushed that off. So that's floating around in the tank, along with some, what I'm presuming is zinc or aluminium, is now floating around inside the tank, like drill filings now in the tank. Hopefully, this has actually got a filter in it as well, so hopefully that should pick all of that up. If not, it'll end up blocking the tap itself, which isn't cool. Anyway, you can pick them up on eBay for pennies, I'm sure. All I have to do now is put the 2 big Watsits on. Quick show you the specs. I don't know what horsepower this thing is actually. 6.5 horsepower. Not bad. 45 kilograms. Oil type 10W30. What did I put in it? Where is the oil? 10W40. Oh, okay. Unleaded petrol. Max running time is 11 hours. Displacement 196cc. Power factor. Cost O with a line in it. I'm not sure what that means. Someone tell me, please. Then it says equals 1. Single phase. Peak power is 240 watts. Rated power 2000 watts. And DC AC output power is 230 volts, 50 hertz. Cool.